Michael, PTV is now part of a wider group called Umovity, which means that here we are at the JCT Traffic Signal Symposium, not only talking to you about transport modelling that we're used to talking to you about for years and years and years, but also hardware. Tell me about that.
Yeah, it's really exciting for me. It's a interesting change. I've been a transport modeler and using PTV software for a long time as well. And then in the last couple of years with PTV's partnership through the Umovity branding, now combining with our US sister company Econolite, we're able to bring a really exciting radar to the UK market.
So what does the radar actually do?
So the radar, essentially, it's a detection device. So you can think of it as, rather than using loops at a junction to be able to detect a vehicle presence or whether there are queues to inform traffic control, whereas if you have loops under the road, there are maintenance issues, they might be broken and you don't know. There might be some new development put in which cuts them and then destroys the operation. With above ground detection like the radar, you're able to install these things really easily and maintain them over time. And they're also really versatile because you can create different types of detection, whether it's multi-lane or even like in a recent installation, detecting the presence of pedestrians across the center of the junction and use that, for example, to extend pedestrian phases for a move operation, for example. So essentially it's a detection device. It's above ground, which is much better for maintenance, and it can connect with local controllers. We can also tap into that data, which means that you can monitor remotely the performance of the junction. It's a really nice additional feature.
And do you then plug it into any modelling software? I mean, is there any connection between the radar and actually what PTV are known for?
Well, yeah, we can definitely do that. So at the moment, it's we're bringing the radar onto the market. We've had a couple of trial sites, and we're now tapping into that data in real time to be able to, firstly, just to visualize and understand what's happening in the junction. But then we have a data feed as well to be able to send that data through to other systems. So, for example, at the City of York, we are already using other detection technology that was already in place at the City of York to be able to feed that data into a real-time model, which gives the control room sort of a real-time map of conditions across the city, allows them to be more proactive in the way they do traffic management, and even test alternative signal control in real time, and maybe help them to switch to a plan based on a recommendation from the model, with some really good results from that. And we definitely see in the near term for us is connecting the radar up with those kinds of systems as well. And it's exciting for us because we can essentially offer the complete pipeline. So whereas previously people would be using other technologies, other hardware to detect and see what's happening on the network to feed into these modeling platforms, now we can offer that full pipeline of also the hardware through to the models as well.
Now, on the software side, one of the things I've always liked that PTV produces is your Optima product, which the way I kind of describe it is it solves traffic jams before they happen, because you can look 30, 60 minutes into the future, think there will be a traffic jam forming unless we do something, work out what you do, change your signal priorities, and then you can actually stop the jam from happening. But I've been looking here this year and you've got a new thing called Flows, which to me looks a bit like Optima Lite. Have I got that right?
Yeah, and that's a really nice way to explain what it does as well. So whereas Optima is, it's kind of like, it's a really great database. It fuses together loads of different data sources, provides like a single source of truth where you've got all these different data feeds coming together. And it does take a little bit of time to implement and deploy, but rightly so. Flows is a bit different because you can deploy this within 24 hours. So if there's anywhere that you are wanting to monitor current traffic conditions, whether it's because maybe you've got a new or existing junction where you're looking to retime or optimize, you want to see, okay, how is it operating now? And then how might it be operating after we've implemented it? This is such a great tool to be able to just get it running, get it deployed, and you can begin to monitor the current situation. And then also not just in the potential traffic kind of retiming and maintenance side, but also for general traffic management, especially for smaller cities who maybe don't have the funding to be able to deploy a really big system. They can get up and running with this thing. It's really cost effective. And it doesn't just do the real-time management, but we also have machine learning in there. It still does a prediction for the next kind of 10 up to 60 minutes ahead, and it can tell you when maybe you've got abnormal conditions and trigger alerts to other systems. So it still has a lot of really nice functionality on top of it as well.